Hey YouTube, Brad C here. Got a little stove for you I want you to check out. This is the Hotash Stove, and it is a camping stove. Now this is not an ultralight stove. Keep that in mind. This is a heavy duty stove that you might want to put in your car kit or at your bug out cabin, or just something you might want to pull out with the friends and do a little bit of grilling on. It's well made, it's very easy to put together. I'm going to take this out to the farm and test it out. I've got several other gear that I'm looking to test out while I'm there. I've got the pocket shot, I've got a Hennessy hammock, I've got all kinds of gear to test out once I get back to the farm. So let's take this back and see how it does for a stove. I just want to show some of the components here. Obviously here's where you would put anything he's going to cook, or if you just wanted to boil water, whatever you wanted. And down in here is going to be where you would load your kindling in, start a fire, and then you could, once you got it going, then you can be feeding it through this little trough. A little larger kindling can be slid in through here and slowly feed your fire. And then of course again you're going to be cooking on it up here. Nice beautiful Hotash emblem. Now, this thing it's a work of art. It really is. This is not some rinky-dink little tin can or just makeshift stove. This is the real deal, folks. I'll flash the stats up on the screen. Get a shot at the back here. It's got 6 pieces, and I will show everything that came in the box, and then I'll show exactly how to put it together. Okay, let's look at everything that came. Nice heavy duty box. I'll recycle that when I sell products myself. Appears to be very clear instructions. We will find out shortly. Like a little sack carried in. One of those back sacks that carry when you're hiking. Stove comes in 6 pieces, and I'm going to assemble those shortly, but upon examining, everything feels heavy duty, good quality, good machining. This is not going to go anywhere. Now this piece here really shocked me. I really wasn't expecting, as you can see inside there, I mean, this is not just some square box. This has intricate parts inside to make this piece work. I've made little makeshift rocket stoves. They look good on YouTube, but in reality they don't provide a lot of warmth, and they just don't seem to work too well, to be flat out honest. So now it comes with a set of wing nuts here. I'm going to show you a trick later on to make sure that you do not lose these wing nuts. First, lay out your pieces, then set up your little stand, and it's going to show you exactly how to put these together. So now we're going to stand up everything just like it is in the picture. Okay, if you want to cheat, you don't even need to look at the picture. You can look at the video now. So set your pieces up exactly like I've got them set up. I just went ahead and kind of set that inside there just to let it rest on it. And this piece is going to connect here, and you can see it's got a little lip. You're going to put that lip inside. It's going to slip inside. Okay, now on the back side we're going to push this forward, and what that's going to do is line up the hole back here, the little tunnel back here for the wing nut. And of course we're going to put this up against it, and then our wing nut's going to go through there. So I'll go ahead and do that. I went ahead and put my trough on there. I've got it all tightened down. And make sure when you put these wing nuts in, you're very careful to start them evenly. You don't want to strip these. And then make sure you get it all centered and straight. And then once you do, then you're going to go ahead and tighten it down a little bit more. Okay, now I put the wing nut through the back, as you can see how it goes. Now everything is together in the stove. Now you're going to take these pieces and put them up top. Just remember to put your little slit up at the top. That way you can put your other one through it. Finished stove. Okay, now let me show you how to put these back in here really nice and secure. Lay everything out like this. We're going to start putting these 2 flat pieces in first. Then we're going to put this piece in. And then shoot on top. Now everything, it fits in there perfect. Nothing sticking out. And now we can just slide it together. Now I'm doing this one-handed, so it's going to be a little bit. And that, actually, it's pretty easy. So now we have everything together in one piece. Just a little word to the wise, and this is coming from someone that would lose their head if it wasn't attached. Once you break it down, I would put the wing nuts back in here, and that makes it to where you're not going to lose those pieces. Now in a future video, I'm going to actually show you how to use this space. We're going to show you how to pack this with just the right tinder and fire starting tools, and just make a nice little fire kit all in one. And then I'm going to show you how to use some Ranger bands, and I'm just going to secure this thing up to where it's going to fit in really tight. And you can see here things are moving around. I mean, obviously it's loose right now. But once I get my tender kit in here, everything's going to be snug and tight. I like to have everything as rattle-proof as possible myself, and I just want to use all the space. This is the whole kit right here. I mean, this is it, and that amount of space, I mean, you can see my hand is not a very big hand, so you know, this could easily fit underneath one of your car seats, in the middle console of our truck, obviously in the trunk. To me, this is the ultimate little car stove. I also see this as a nice little four-wheeler kit. You know, you're going out four-wheeling, or maybe you're side-by-side, and you can throw this in there really easily, and you've got yourself a nice little camp stove. Got room for a Coke? Well, you probably got room for a Hotash stove. Just remember, folks, get your warning signs. Obviously, this can cause a fire, so be careful. Make sure you're not, obviously, we're not going to be lighting this up inside here. This is something where you would be using outdoors and in a safe, cleared environment. So we're going to take this to the cabin, test it out, and until then, it's just going to be a nice thing to admire. I really like this little stove so far. Okay, stay tuned to the channel. We're going to be testing out the VSSL Survival Kit. If you haven't seen that video, rewind, and I'll put a link down below. Of course, our Hotash stove, and we've got a Hennessy hammock that I haven't even yet shown on the channel. And there's also a product I'm going to be testing out called the Grayl water purifier. You can check out all my videos at bradctv.com.